I'm Debbie Russ with the BBC News. Hello. Israel is preparing to receive the first 3 hostages due to be released on Sunday under a ceasefire deal agreed with Hamas. The ceasefire, given final approval by the Israeli cabinet after discussions late into Friday night, is due to begin at 08:30 local time. John Donnison in Jerusalem tells us what comes next.
We will see the ceasefire in place, and we will see soon after that the first 3 Israeli hostages should be freed by Hamas. They will be handed over to the Red Cross and transported back to Israel, where they'll go to hospital initially. In exchange, a number of Palestinian prisoners will be passed over, and Israeli forces will then begin pulling back from built-up areas in Gaza, and we should see more aid suddenly surge into Gaza. They're talking about 600 trucks of aid going in on the first day, and that is much, much needed.
Meanwhile, the Israeli military says it carried out around 50 strikes across Gaza on Friday. It says its targets included Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Overnight, a family of 5 is reported to have been killed in the Mawasi area, a declared safe zone in the south of the territory. Iranian state media say 2 senior judges have been shot dead at the Supreme Court in the capital, Tehran. They say a bodyguard assault. The unidentified attacker is reported to have killed themselves after the shooting. The motive of the attack isn't clear. Param Gobadi is in the
Judges are notorious for handing out brutal sentences, especially death sentences, to Iranian dissidents, political activists throughout their careers, spanning over 3-4 decades. The assailant is described by Iranian judiciary as a gunman who was an infiltrator. What they're saying is that it appears he was employed by Iranian judiciary. We don't know his role. It's still not clear what organization or what person is behind this attack, or if it was driven by any political organization at all.
Fighters and Kurdish-led forces in the north. 10 people are said to have been killed in the clashes southeast of the city of Manbij. The 2 sides have involved regular battles across northern Syria since the fall of President Bashar al-Assad in December. A court in India has delivered a guilty verdict in the case of a man accused of the rape and murder of a female trainee doctor at a hospital last August. Sanjay Roy, a volunteer with the local police force, has maintained his innocence. He will be sentenced on Monday. The killing led to nationwide outrage and prolonged protests by doctors across India. You're listening to the World News from the BBC.
Debbie, thank you. It's a Premier League Saturday. You're with Sports World, and